Anubis, one of the most iconic figures in ancient Egyptian mythology, is often depicted as a canine-headed deity associated with mummification, death, and the afterlife. Throughout Egyptian history, Anubis played a crucial role in guiding souls to the underworld and overseeing the process of embalming and burial. In this comprehensive exploration, we delve into the origins, symbolism, myths, and cultural significance of Anubis, shedding light on the enduring legacy of this enigmatic god. Anubis' origins can be traced back to ancient Egyptian religious beliefs and funerary practices. The earliest known references to Anubis date back to the early dynastic period, circa 3100 to 2686 BCE, although his exact origins remain somewhat obscure. He is often associated with jackals, which were commonly found in the desert regions of Egypt and were known for scavenging around burial sites. The name Anubis is derived from the ancient Egyptian word inpu or anpu, which means to decay or to putrefy. This etymology reflects Anubis' role as a god of the dead in the embalming process, overseeing the preservation of the deceased's body for the afterlife. Anubis was initially depicted as a jackal or wild dog, reflecting his association with funerary practices and the desert wilderness. Over time, his imagery became more anthropomorphic, with Anubis being depicted as a man with the head of a jackal or as a fully anthropomorphic figure with the head of a canine. Anubis is typically depicted with the head of a jackal or a canine, often wearing a headdress or crown symbolizing his divine status. He is usually portrayed as a black or dark-colored figure, which may symbolize the fertile soil of the Nile floodplain or the darkness of the underworld. In his role as a guardian of the dead, Anubis is often depicted with a jackal's head wearing a collar or necklace symbolizing protection. He is sometimes shown holding a scepter, a symbol of power and authority, or an ankh, representing life and resurrection. Anubis is frequently depicted in funerary contexts, such as tomb paintings, sarcophagi, and funerary texts. He is often shown presiding over the mummification process, weighing the hearts of the deceased in the judgment of the soul, or leading the deceased to the afterlife. Anubis played a central role in ancient Egyptian funerary practices, overseeing the process of mummification and ensuring the safe passage of the deceased to the afterlife. He was believed to protect the deceased's body from decay and corruption, preserving it for the journey to the underworld. During the mummification process, Anubis was invoked to bless and protect the deceased, guiding the embalmers in their rituals and ensuring that the body was properly prepared for the afterlife. He was often depicted as a benevolent and compassionate deity, offering solace and reassurance to the souls of the departed. In the Book of the Dead, a collection of funerary texts from ancient Egypt, Anubis is depicted as the guide and protector of the deceased in their journey through the underworld. He is often shown leading the soul to the Hall of Ma'at, where the judgment of the soul takes place. While Anubis does not feature prominently in the major mythological cycles of ancient Egypt, he is mentioned in various funerary texts and religious rituals. One of the most famous myths involving Anubis is the story of Osiris, the god of the afterlife, and his brother Set, the god of chaos and disorder. According to myth, Set murders Osiris out of jealousy and dismembers his body, scattering the pieces across Egypt. Anubis, with the assistance of Osiris' wife Isis and her sister Nephthys, helps to gather the scattered body parts and embalm them, enabling Osiris to be resurrected and become the ruler of the afterlife. In another mythological tale, Anubis is said to be the son of Osiris and Nephthys or Isis and Set, depending on the source. This mythological lineage further underscores Anubis' association with death, resurrection, and the afterlife. Anubis was widely venerated throughout ancient Egypt, with numerous temples, shrines, and cult centers dedicated to his worship. One of the most famous cult centers of Anubis was located at Sinopolis, modern-day El-Kharja oasis, where he was worshipped as the chief deity. Anubis cult worship was particularly prominent during the Old Kingdom, circa 2686 to 2181 BC, and Middle Kingdom, circa 2055 to 1650 BC, periods, although his popularity persisted throughout Egyptian history. His temples often included elaborate mortuary complexes, where priests performed rituals and ceremonies honoring the dead and seeking Anubis' protection and blessings. Anubis' legacy extends far beyond ancient Egypt, influencing art, literature, and popular culture around the world. His iconic imagery and association with death and the afterlife continue to captivate the imagination of people across generations. In modern times, Anubis has been featured in numerous works of literature, film, and television, often as a symbol of mystery, magic, and the supernatural. His portrayal in popular culture reflects a fascination with ancient Egyptian mythology and its enduring impact on contemporary society. Anubis remains a powerful symbol of death, resurrection, and the mysteries of the afterlife, reminding us of the ancient Egyptians' profound beliefs in the continuity of existence beyond death. His enduring popularity serves as a testament to the timeless allure of Egyptian mythology and its profound influence on human culture and civilization.